Hi, this is Phil Necro. You're watching On Deck with Tyler Redmond.
This is Mark the Banks. I'm on deck with Tyler Redmond.
Welcome into On Deck. I'm Tyler Redmond. As always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and hit the bell for notifications so you can stay updated with everything going on in Braves country. And of course, you can follow me on social media, Tyler Redmond, at BubblegumJesus on Twitter and Instagram. A lot of people are asking questions around Braves country about starting pitching and what that's going to be going forward. And we're going to cover that later in this video. But first, we got to recap yesterday's game versus the Marlins. It was game one of the series. It was Ian Anderson versus Jose Ureña. And this was the first time that we've seen Ian Anderson look mortal in a Braves Major League uniform. He only made it through 3 innings pitched. He didn't give up a lot of runs, though, which is a major key here. He didn't give up a lot of runs, but his pitch count was up. His biggest problem was walks. He threw 83 pitches, and 50 of them were strikes. He just wasn't as efficient as he has been so far in 2020, at least in his first 2 starts. And again, walks seem to be his biggest issue. He finished the day with 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. So we knew at some point he was going to struggle. We knew at some point he was going to hit a low point. Hopefully this is it. Hopefully this is just a stepping stone in his young career. Hopefully this is just a stepping stone in this season, because obviously the Braves are depending on him if they want to make a postseason run. Again, it's only his 3rd start. He's gaining experience. Obviously he's got the stuff. He's very impressive. I don't think we can judge him based on yesterday's start. I also don't think it's fair to get that upset about a 1-run loss, as upsetting as it may be, because on the brighter side of things, the Braves offense did okay. It wasn't, they didn't put 10 runs on the board, but they put 4, and not to say that should win you a ball game, but it keeps you in the game. Freddie Freeman doubled in the first. He scored 2 to take an early lead. Inciarte tripled in the second inning. Good to see that out of him. He struggled this year, and coming up with a big hit like that may be a sign of things to come. Hopefully that is the case as we, right now we're in a pennant race. Hopefully the Braves can do something with it. That would score another run on Inciarte's triple, and frankly, the game for the Braves was quiet after that. It was all Marlins up until the 9th inning. Adam Duvall would come up, the Braves down 1 run, and he would tie the game on a blast to center field, and it was a poke. Near 450 feet, it was a poke at Truist Park. And he would tie the game with that. In the 10th, though, with extra inning rules, the Marlins would score, and they would take the lead. The Braves were unable to bring in pinch runner Charlie Culberson. He did get to third base, but the game would end with him at third stranded. So, obviously, it's disappointing to see the Braves lose with the Marlins. They are still in first place, but it is disappointing to see. It is very disappointing to see Ian Anderson's white-hot start come to an end. Hopefully, it's just a slight step back. Again, it's not that bad of a start. He just didn't make it through more than 3 innings. I don't think that that is a major fall. Hopefully, he can adjust, though, and limit the walks and just get more outs. Trust your defense a little bit more. Let's be honest, though. He's had an absolute white-hot start. He was 2-0 to start off his career in the majors. Can't ask for much more than that out of a rookie. His lack of innings did force the Braves to bring in Robbie Erlin, though. And if you haven't put it together yet, Robbie Erlin was supposed to start today. So that leads to the question, who pitches today? I did a video yesterday, and I spoke on the possible pitching possibilities for the postseason. And I basically told you, I gave you a list of guys, and I told you that these guys are a combination of, some of these guys are going to be called up over the next week. They're going to either get a one-off appearance, or they're going to get a chance to prove themselves and show their worth and why the Braves should select them to go into the postseason with. Those guys consisted of Tucker Davidson, Kyle Wright, Kyle Muller, Mike Foltynewicz, Sean Newcomb, and I think over the next week or so we are going to see these guys. In fact, I think today we're going to see Kyle Wright. It's pretty much out there now. They haven't officially said it. They may before this video is uploaded, but Kyle Wright is more than likely going to get the call today. Obviously, he has the most Major League experience besides Mike Foltynewicz and Sean Newcomb on this list. But whomever it may be, the Braves are trying some things. They're about to try all kinds of things throughout this next week. I think you do see Mike Foltynewicz or Sean Newcomb get a start over the next week to show, the Braves are in that middle ground. You've heard that talked about on the broadcast this week. The Braves are in that middle ground where they're trying to figure out what they have going into a postseason, and they've kind of hit a lull. They're trying all new things. You've seen Snicker do that with the bullpen. They put Bryce Wilson in the ninth a couple days ago. They've did all kinds of things with the bullpen. I think you're about to start to see that with starting pitching, and I think that's a good thing. I think that the Braves do need to try new things because, frankly, a couple of our starters can't really make it through more than 4 innings consistently, and that's got to change. So hopefully bringing up a new guy like Kyle Wright with some new adjustments will be able to do that. He is in search of his first win. That could be tonight if he gets the start. That could be a very big moment for him, obviously, in his young career. But if the Braves are going to make a postseason run, they've got to make some changes. So prepare for those. The offense is fine. The only thing they can really do to improve the offense is bring back Ozzie Albies, and that's going to happen over the next week or so too. Cole Hamels is returning soon, though, on the starting pitching side of things, and that will hopefully do wonders for the Braves' starting rotation. Obviously, they're depending on him if they're going to do anything in the month of October. So the most important thing is finding someone that can go 5-6 innings. Cole Hamels more than likely can do that. That's what the Braves are depending on, at least. It's yet to be seen on whether or not Kyle Wright can do that. We'll see about Mike Foltynewicz, too. Obviously, he's made some developments. Again, it's quiet around the situation of Newcomb. Don't really have anything there. But if Newcomb's made adjustments and he can go 5-6 innings, I don't have a problem with that. If one of these guys can do long relief, if they can go 3 innings in long relief, that might not be a terrible option. But I really think the Braves are looking for starting pitching. But that's all I got for today. Make sure you keep an eye on the active roster. That is going to be a very important part of what's going on with the Atlanta Braves over the next week because, again, September 15th, the roster's got to be set for the whole rest of the year all the way through October. But that's all I got for today. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications, and stay updated right here at On Deck with your Atlanta Braves. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Deck.